All right, and welcome everybody to another edition of high school basketball here on 302 Sports. Mike Lang, Jason Winchell, Len Evans. Len Evans not here. Nick Halliday along with you. I'm sorry, the muscle memory there failed me. Tonight it is Conrad hosting St. Elizabeth Girls number 1 and number 2. Number 3, maybe number 2, who knows, sometime. Right. And Jaden Dickerson's here. We got all the celebrities are in the house tonight. This should be a good one, Jason. We've seen this show before. They met twice last year, including regular season at St. Elizabeth, a last-second winner for the Vikings, and this should be a really good one.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than this, Mike. Friday night, what else are you going to do than sit home and either watch the game or get down here to the Wolf's Den and watch two of the best teams in the state of Delaware. We said this year the girls' top 4 teams are really that good, and it's going to be another great game here for them.
I got to tell you, they got a good soundtrack here. Now we had Vanilla Ice, and now it's some Michael. Queen. Yeah. Hey, nothing wrong with that.
No, but you don't want to give away our age, Mike.
You know, there's nothing wrong with Queen no matter how old you are.
Correct.
So we're just about 5 minutes from game time. This place is filling up quick. The Wolves' Den is going to be insane tonight, and obviously if you're watching us, maybe you are here and watching this while you watch the game live. If not, we're glad you could join us. This is going to be a sellout tonight here at the Conrad Schools of Science. We've seen both these games, both these teams multiple times this year. We've said it before, Conrad, they rely on their starters almost exclusively. The two Colegia sisters, Alyssa Fayville, Janila Whittlesey, and Jordan Rook. We will see Aaron Rannigan off the bench and possibly Morgan McGovern, but not really much deeper than that. St. E's, obviously, the other way. They're going to go heavy in their starters with Campbell, McCarron, Mayo, Arian Henry, and Rory Siskowski. But Coach Dan Cooney not afraid to go deep into the bench, and he's got a little bit deeper bench than Conrad. So we're going to get a little contrast in personnel deployment tonight. So we should mention, by the way, tonight's pregame show brought to you by Ambience HVAC.
Yes.
And thank you to them and all of our sponsors. So we have about a couple minutes to go before game time. Jason, we have a lot going on in 302 next week. You've got that schedule burned into your brain, so give us a little bit of a preview of what's coming up over the next week or 10 days or so.
Tuesday night, we will be at Smyrna High School for William Penn Smyrna, the 1290 302 boys game of the week next week. Of course, the regular season ends on Wednesday, but we will be at Buffalo Wild Wings on Wednesday night. Caravel will be in the house. We'll break down a little state tournament talk as we'll play a little guessing game on where teams may fit in the brackets when they're revealed on Friday. And so it's a busy weekend. Don't forget that we have the Henlopen Championships on Friday next week. So
preceded by next Friday by
the bracket reveal,
second annual bracket reveal show. We're so excited. We did it in Dover last year, and we expect to be up in Newcastle County this year, and it should be. That is a lot of fun. Even though the teams really, most of them know they're in, they don't always know their seeding and they don't know where they're playing. So it's a lot of fun for the teams to watch, and it's just as much fun for us to bring those brackets to you. So that will be next Friday. Stay tuned for details. We're not sure the exact time yet, but we'll
it depends on
how long those meetings go.
Yeah, we saw for the volleyball that it could be 2 hours later than the original time to tell you.
Yeah, the volleyball meeting took a while. I think they're still meeting actually down there in the conference room in Dover. But hey, they gave us a big plate full of pretzels while we were down there, and we're closing in on game time here. St. Elizabeth's coached by Dan Cooney and Conrad by John Colegia. The defending state champs, Conrad, they beat Caravel last year, and they knocked out St. Elizabeth the last 2 years. They've knocked them out of the playoffs, so that's always on the Vikings' mind.
Absolutely.
So we're getting ready for player introductions, and then it's going to be some fun. I saw St. Elizabeth as recently as Saturday night when they played Hodgson. Did not play their best game, got to be honest. They won the game anyway on a last-second buzzer beater by Brunei Mayo. Conrad has really, in their conference, has really just been dominant. We got a great atmosphere here. We get the PA announcer. So we're going to play introductions. coming up. Yeah, busy week for 302. That's good, though. Keeps you young. Here come the Viking starters wearing the maroon tonight. Well, I can tell you who the starters are. We've seen this show.
Mm-hmm.
I know who they are already. So, you can probably hear this in the background. Ariana Henry, the junior.
Number 22, Julie McCarran.
There's a lot of juniors in that St. Elizabeth's lineup. They're going to be good for like another year at least. Bernaya Mayo. I'm going to go out on a limb. She's going to make an all-state team. Rory Siskowski.
Do you think?
I think she'll make an all-state team. Ashley Kemp.
Hey, you're putting a lot on the line on that little
I've got to vote, and I'm voting for Bernaya Mayo.
Me too.
And I'm going to tell you, she's probably going to get a first-team vote from me, but that's another week and a half or so down the line. Coming up soon. Got to check my email. See when that all-state packet arrives.
Here we go.
Here we go, Conrad. I can tell you
This is a great introduction, man. Get that music
all
going.
we need is turn the lights down in here. Here they come.
One of the best public address announcers in town, man.
Melissa Fayville.
Well, you know, what else do you need to say about her? If
She
you
does
want
it all.
defense, oh my.
Jordan Rook doing a little more scoring this year.
Jordan Rook going to Immaculata University. Good for her.
One of
That's
only
a great
two
program up there.
Only 2 seniors on that roster. St. E's also 2 or 3 seniors, not a lot. There's Steph Kaleja and her big sister, Julie Kaleja, heading to Bucknell, but not next year. Year after. She's only a junior. Nye Whittlesey, of course, the center at 6'4". We're going to take a break here for the national anthem. All right, great job on the anthem. We're about ready for some basketball. So we are getting ready for some hoops here at Conrad School. This should be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. Don't get any better than this, man. And Mike, what I like is the last week of the regular season. This is a great, good job by the schedule and ADs to get this game right before the tournament. Just kind of see where you are.
Yeah, a lot of big games coming up still with a few days left in the regular season. Yeah, Sanford and Caravel are playing. St. Thomas More and Sanford. So there's some big games left before we
Conrad's got St. Thomas More next week. Yeah, just a lot of big games.
And we're about ready to get started. So we can't while there's a fan on the court. But she's whispering some encouragement to somebody out there. And Conrad wins the tip. Steph Kaleja to Nye Whittlesey. And they get to the smallest player out there. Melissa Fayville to Steph Kaleja, reverse. can't get it to go, but they're going to pick up the offensive rebound.
Good job by Fayetteville tipping it to Steph.
Kaleja hits the 10-footer. Nice job by Stephanie Kaleja after she had a shot at the reverser. That was a nice play by Stephanie. And it's 2-0 Red Wolves. Vikings wearing the maroon. Going left to right. This is Julie McCarron. Hands it off to Bernai Mayo underneath. They're going to get back to Mayo. And Ariana Henry for three. Bank shot. Count it. Ariana Henry.
The bank is open on a Friday night here in Conrad.
And we have a whistle on the floor. We had a young man who wanted to be part of the game. So they're going to have to bring that ball back in on the sideline there.
St. E's or Conrad had too many men on the court with that little guy.
If Henry is on, that's a real plus for the Vikings. You don't have to rely on Bernaya to do all your scoring.
And she's just streaky, so when she's on, she could go for 4 or 5 three-pointers a game.
Rook's baseline shot is no good. Picked up by Henry out to Mayo. She's rushing up court. Turns away. Her pass stolen by Fayetteville. You mentioned her defense in the pregame. Gets it out to Steph. Steph to Julie off the glass. Will not go, but the foul's on Julie McCarron. And Julie Kaleja is going to head to the line for two.
As a coach, I would love to see those two on the 2-on-1.
So that's first foul of the game. McCarron, once in a while, will get into foul trouble, so they're keeping an eye on that. First shot's up and good by Julie Kaleja. Only a matter of time before I get their names mixed up. And the second one is good. 4-2. 4-3.
4-3.
Conrad over the Vikings. It's a game we all been looking forward to. Inside, looking for McCarron, stolen again by Fayetteville. She's got two tonight. Gets it out to Stephanie. She drives in, can't get that floater to go. Julie McCarron's got it. She's off to the races. And that pass from Henry goes out of bounds, going back to the Red Wolves. So St. E's struggling with turnovers early. I think they're third. I'm not keeping track of those.
Yeah, and that one was on a break, a fast break. So
looking for Whittlesey. She can't handle it. Out of bounds. Back to St. E's turnover on the Red Wolves.
It's a big game, so a lot of,
might be some nerves.
Yes. 3 of the better officials in the state of Delaware.
Busy week for St. E's. They played Saturday, of course, against Hodgson. They played Archmere on Tuesday.
I got St. Mark's on Sunday and Padua next Tuesday.
Turnaround shot by Mayo, short. Stephanie Kaleja picks it up. And away comes Fayetteville. She drives in through the trees. Can't get it to go, but we're used to seeing that from Alyssa Fayetteville. Picked up by Julie Kaleja. Gets to Fayetteville across to
good skip pass.
Stephanie, and she's got it.
In rhythm.
St. E's needs some ball protection here. 6-3 Conrad, 5.5 to go, quarter number 1.
Fast move first quarter.
McCarron in trouble, gets it to Mayo. I think Bernaya bailed her out there. Ashley Campbell for 3. Too hard, and Whittlesey rips that one down out to Julie Kaleja. She's going to wait for some help. Back to Fayetteville, driving in again, gets it to Rook. 3-pointer for Jordan Rook. In and out.
Looked good when I left her hands.
It was a nice shot.
Halfway down and back out.
Campbell picks it up. Here comes Mayo. She's going to drive. Bumps into Rook. No call. Out of bounds. And it's going to go back to Conrad. So a lot of up and down basketball going on today. 3
kind
referees.
Of basketball,
yeah, 3 refs in the building. No surprise.
Yeah, you'll see that come playoff time. So why not have it here for the top teams?
Fayetteville runs into Henry and draws a foul. Second team foul on the Vikings. So Jordan Rook in the best seat in the house, right in front of 302 Sports, is going to bring it in. Looking for Whittlesey underneath. She turns and puts up the hook shot. No good, but gets the rebound. And her second chance shot won't go. Henry gets it.
That's one advantage Conrad has. St. E's has to crash the boards, Mike.
Oh, she had Campbell wide open, but didn't see her. And there's another near. It is stolen by Stephanie. 2-on-1 with Fayetteville. Steph takes it herself and gets it in. And we have a timeout on the floor.
That's a good timeout by Coach Cooney as he sees on the offensive end, Mike, they're struggling with the turnovers right now. And credit to Conrad's defense. We've always said that Conrad is a very good defensive team, and they've proven it so far in the first half of this first quarter.
30-second timeout. They really need to protect that ball. St. Elizabeth does. They've lost several loose balls already, passes, and some steals by Fayetteville already. And it's an 8-3 hole. It doesn't take long, and you don't want to get too deep into the hole. So like we mentioned, St. E's got to play again on Sunday.
Yeah, and some teams are already done. Archburg girls, for example, they finished yesterday with the win against Charter. They finished 12-8. So a lot of teams are done, and some teams have a lot of games to get in before next Wednesday.
We missed Sussex Central girls. They're going to have almost 3 weeks off by the time
I know.
the tournament
Their
rolls
last game was February 8th, I believe, Mike.
And we saw them from this very vantage point a month and a half ago. McCarron gets it to Siskowski. Her pass is loose. Fayetteville's got it, and she's all alone. Alyssa Fayetteville transition bucket.
Mike, I think that's her third steal already, and I mentioned it pregame. She's just one of those pests defensively in a good way, because that's what I want on my team defensive-wise.
Coach Cooney's message didn't get through on that one. His passes need to be a little crisper. Oh, and there's a pass out of bounds. Confusion.
They just seem out of sync right now, Mike, on the offensive end, and credit to Conrad's defense.
Some confusion there between Mayo and McCarron and that one. 3:43 to go, 10-3 Red Wolves. Here's Julie Kaleja going underneath for Whittlesey. Talk about some confusion. Nye says, I need it up near the rim. I want to alley-oop that ball.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past Nye to do that. And checking in is Nia Pulliam for the Vikings, and she is going to replace Ariana Henry. So here's Julie McCarron. Step back three for McCarron. Count it. Julie McCarron.
That's a much-needed bucket here for the Vikings. You see what happens when they don't turn the ball over. They get a good-looking shot, and it goes in.
8-point run for Conrad ends there. Here's a three for Julie Kaleja. She answers right away. I think you're seeing half of the All-State team here tonight.
Oh, jeez. Without a doubt.
I mean, Conrad legitimately has the case to put all 5 of their starters on those first 3 teams. Campbell blocked by Whittlesey, and here comes Steph Kaleja.
Conrad just looks so good when they run.
That's going to be a charge.
Yep.
She lowered the shoulder and lowered the boom.
That's an easy call to make.
So nice play there by Renaya Mayo to stand still and take the punishment. And she was planted right there. Siskowski's out. Henry back in. 2:50 to go, 13-6. Conrad, but it's early. And this is Renaya Mayo to Nia Pulliam. That was the combination on that game winner last week against Hodgson. Oh, nice dish inside to Mayo. She goes up and under, and she's fouled, I believe, by Whittlesey. She's going to get 2 free throws. We'll see who the foul is on. I believe it was, well, we'll wait for the, it's Steph Kaleja.
That's a big one because that's her second.
So 2 shots here for Mayo. That's something that Coach Kaleja is going to want to keep an eye on. His daughter's got 2 fouls, and if there's a downfall for the Conrad team, that's where they got to be careful. And we say that every time we stream their games. So Mayo misses the first. We're going to get one more here. That one is good. First point of the evening for the junior. Down into the corner quickly. Fayetteville's got it. Gets it out to Steph Kaleja. She'll shoot from there.
I was going to say, you got to get out on her because she'll shoot. And so will her.
Yeah, Julie Kaleja takes the long 3. Won't go. Gets a rebound out to Stephanie. Count it. Steph Kaleja with 8 points.
St. E's needs to crash the defensive boards, Mike. Conrad's a good offensive rebounding team.
Mayo into the lane. Runs into Rook, and that's going to be a foul on Jordan Rook. So good play there by Mayo to draw the contact. So it's a possession foul being brought in by Ariana Henry under the hoop, looking for some help. She's got to get it in. Oh, gets to Ashley Campbell, who goes around Whittlesey. Nice play by Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell's been a big presence for the St. Elizabeth's team transferring in from McQuedmick. Gives them some of the height they lost from last year's team.
15-9 Conrad. A long pass inside, out of bounds. It goes over Rook, over Pulliam, and out of bounds. It's a turnover. And they've had a couple of those. Theirs are going to be on passes. And St. E's is losing it on steals. More turnovers than we're used to seeing from these teams.
Yes.
Here goes McCarron down the middle. Into the corner to Henry. Her shot is up. Good. Ariana Henry for three.
That's 2 3-pointers, Mike. We said when she's hot, that's a dangerous piece of that St. Elizabeth's offense.
Too much room down there for Henry. And it's 15-12. Julie Kaleja to Jordan Rook. Back to Kaleja. She drives in this time. Blocked by Campbell. And it's going to stay with the Red Wolves. So a 33-on-33 block down there. Gets it into Whittlesey. She goes over top of Campbell, scores. First 2 points for Nye. We're on a first name basis, Nye. Oh, spin move by Mayo, but she's a little out of control there. Stephanie gets it off the glass, drives and kicks it out to Fayetteville for three. Oh yeah, Alyssa Fayetteville.
And when Conrad is dangerous when Fayetteville and Rook are hitting their 3-point shots. It adds an element to their offense.
We're in the last minute. See the scoring screen, 20-12. McCarron gets bumped, loses the ball. Coach Cooney's looking for a call, he's not going to get it. And Fayetteville's got it, 40 seconds to go here. Rook a long way from the hoop, gave it a look, but decides to drive instead, kicks out to Whittlesey. And they're going to set it up again. Stephanie doesn't need room, puts up a long three, doesn't get anything there. And an outlet to Nia Pulliam. Stripped, but they're going to call foul. If that's Kaleja, that's three. We'll see which Kaleja it's on.
33, I believe.
That's Julie Kaleja.
Yep.
21.2 seconds ago. And 20-12. 14 fouls on Conrad. So you see a substitution. Steph Kaleja is out. Aaron Randigan, we mentioned, their main sub is in.
That's a smart move.
Yeah,
with 21 seconds left, you don't want her picking up her third foul.
That's not a smart foul by Jordan Rook. Going for the steal there. That's her second foul. So only 1 second ran off. More importantly, that's a second foul on Jordan Rook. So it looks like St. E's is going to hold here for the final possession. They have Mayo up top, Pulliam and Campbell on her left, McCarron at the top of the key. Here goes Mayo. She got a screen from McCarron, puts it off the, a floater, not off the glass. Counted for Bernay Mayo. And that's going to do it. That's not going to count. And after 1 quarter of great action here, Jason, it's 20-14 Conrad. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this with more high school basketball.
No matter where you are in life, at every stage, we are here for you, for all of life's big moments, and everything in between. After all, that's what families are for. We promise to make a positive difference in your financial life and go beyond the norm. Be a part of the Dover Federal family.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
No matter where.
All right, welcome back to the Wolves Den. Red Wolves country here at Conrad Schools of Science in the
Playing some good music here, but a little bad reputation.
Yeah, Joan Jett. This will be the Woodcrest section of Wilmington. Conrad Schools of Science, legendary high school here in Wilmington, closed for many years and now reopened. I had an aunt who went here, Conrad High School.
Yeah.
Many years ago. And it's going to be St. Elizabeth's ball to open the second quarter. Trail by 6, and we're going to have to clear the floor here. And this is going to be Nia Pulliam bringing the ball in to McCarron, and we are underway.
Mike, if the second quarter is as good as the first quarter, this is going to be a heck of a quarter.
Yep, almost sold out here tonight here at Conrad. Looks great to see people out supporting high school sports. Inside to Campbell, it's knocked away. It'll stay with St. Elizabeth's. Nice defensive play there. I think that was Randigan that got it.
Conrad's playing some great defense tonight.
Inside to Mayo. She takes it in a long two. Off the back iron, Whittlesey picks up the rebound. And here come the Red Wolves. This is Julie Kaleja out to Rook. A long three for Rook. Off the iron. But Julie Kaleja's there with the follow.
Conrad is doing a good job hitting the offensive glass. They got a lot of second chance points in this
And
game.
it's not all Whittlesey. Here's Henry into the middle, kicks it out to Campbell.
Now the first possession, it was Fayetteville.
So they're getting rebounds from a lot of people, not just Nye. And Mayo's going to get out and set it up again. They trail by 8, 7:02 to go, quarter number 2. Gets it to Campbell. She drives into the middle. Oh, finds a cutting McCarron, lays it in. Nice play by St. E's.
Yeah, a great find by Campbell. Great cut by McCarron, and that's how you draw it up as a coach.
So McCarron waited, found the hole in the baseline, and Campbell did not miss her. He makes it 22-16. Here's Rook. She's got Nia Pulliam on her. Get some help from McCarron. So it's going to be Julie Kaleja going left side. Cut off, and they're going to send it back out to Rook. Julie thought about that three. Takes this one instead. Count it. That's a shot that really shouldn't have gone in.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, when she's on fire, she's one of the best players in the state.
That was a running three-pointer there by Julie Kaleja. Makes it 25-16. Kaleja now with 10 points. Stephanie Kaleja with 8. She's not even on the floor right now. Here is Campbell from 17. Mayo almost had the rebound, and Rannigan picks it up. Conrad's on the run again, down into Fayetteville. She drives baseline, nice move, gets it to Rook. She's going to drive in, puts up the runner, no good. McCarron's got it. Rook almost picked up her third foul there. Outlet to Mayo, and she's tripped by Aaron Rannigan. Let's hope Bernia's okay, and she's getting up to be a 2-shot foul.
Yeah, Rannigan did not get there in time. But that's a great idea to see if you can draw a charge on St. Elizabeth.
So Mayo's back at the line. She's 1 for 2 from the line tonight. She's got 3 points. Had 25 against Hodgson on Saturday. Misses another free throw there.
Yeah, and a play of the week. Our number 1 play was that half court. Oh, well, it wasn't half court, but it was a deep 3-pointer.
Terry Mayo shared that clip on her social media, and thanks to Terry for making 302 look good. There's another one good for Mayo. She's now got 4. It makes the score 25-17. Yeah, top play is everybody's favorite part of the show. And we get some great plays on there. We like to highlight these kids' achievements. So they're playing outside. Here's Rook. Pulliam closing in on her. 5-second count is on. She gets it to Julie Kaleja. Julie's looking at Whittlesey. She's saying, I'm not open. Ashley Campbell doing a great job taking Whittlesey out there. But that was kind of a reach-around shot by Julie Kaleja.
Yeah, great defense by Campbell. Forced the shot.
Oh, how about that dish by McCarron, but a block by Stephanie Kaleja on Ashley Campbell. A little backhand pass from Julie McCarron. They're finding some people inside. Ariane Henry's going to bring it in. And a foul is called. It's going to be 1-on-1.
Fayetteville.
Listen, Fayetteville. Her first.
And Mike, with St. Elizabeth's in the penalty, knock down these 1-on-1s.
They need to make them. Because this is going to be Julie McCarron at the line for the 1-on-1. She misses. They've struggled at the free throw line. Coach Cooney's beside himself over there. Inside to Steph Kaleja. Finds an opening. 13-footer won't go, but rebounded by Fayetteville. Jordan Rook's going to take the 3. Julie Kaleja gets that rebound. She puts it up 1-on-3. It won't go, but Kaleja's going to be at the line for Campbell with the foul.
Again, Mike, 2 offensive rebounds this time down for Conrad. 3 opportunities. That's one thing at St. Elizabeth, if you can box them out and try and limit their possessions.
First one's up and good. Jason last week against Hodgson, St. E's was 4 of 10 from the free throw line, and they needed a last-second prayer to win that game. So,
and we always mention how important free throws are, especially like you said, the 1-on-1. And then Conrad comes down and knocks down 2.
Yeah, Kaleja's 4-4. The only one who's taken any free throws for the Red Wolves, but she's made all 4 of them. Campbell's runner won't go. She gets her own rebound out to Mayo. I'm sorry, it's Henry. Henry puts up a long 3. Step back. Can't get it to go. Here's Julie Kaleja. She's on the run. Kicks it to Rook. Drives in. Up and under. Almost got that to go. Ashley Campbell gets the rebound, and here come the Vikings running and gunning. Henry in the corner for 3. This one's too hard. And Erin Rannigan pulls that.
Good job by Rannigan, boxing out and grabbing the rebound, Mike. That's what she does. She's such a great player, good 6th person for this Conrad offense.
Kept Nia Pulliam away from the loose ball. And a chance to expand that 10-point lead. So here's Rook. Gets it to Julie. She's got an opening and a look. It's just a little short. And Julie McCarron going long distance to Mayo. And she gets that one up and in. Jason,
wow.
I thought she was fouled.
Yeah, that's a top play nominee. Great outlet pass by McCarron, Mike. She threw it way down there and hit Mayo in stride.
So that makes it 27-19. Fayetteville with the runner. Can't get it to go. Julie Kaleja gets the rebound. They're getting so many offensive rebounds. Whittlesey with the second shot, no. Puts up a hook shot, and that won't go, but she's going to get 2 foul shots.
But again, 2 more offensive rebounds. They got to be close to double-digit offensive rebounds in this one already.
Yeah, they're killing them on the boards. That's the second foul on Julie McCarron, by the way. 4th team foul. So Nye Whittlesey is going to shoot. We have some subs coming in. Stephanie Kaleja, and looks like Ardavia Lee will be coming in for the Vikings. That one, no good. So Ardavia Lee is going to replace Julie McCarron. Stephanie Kaleja is in for Julie Kaleja. Getting some important minutes here from Aaron Rannigan. If you're John Kaleja, this is great for him. 3:13 to go, 8-point Conrad lead. Second shot is good for Nye. And that makes it 28-19. The Vikings looking to cut into that lead. They have not played poorly other than the turnovers, and they're getting hammered on rebounds. Mayo from in short, off the mark. Whittlesey, I got that ball. Here comes Conrad. They're limiting St. E's to 1 shot.
Yes, doing a good job on the defensive rebound.
Here's Rannigan on the right side. Back out to Stephanie. Jordan Rook with the long 3. Rebound by Pulliam. Look out, almost picked. She gets it. Mayo's got it. Her outlet pass is deflected. And here comes Rook. Gets it inside to Fayetteville. Finds an opening. Count it. Alyssa Fayetteville. 7 points.
Get all set up by the defense, Mike. They get the steal on one end and go on fast break. Rook good to find Fayetteville, and 11-point lead now.
So St. E's paying for their sins. Looking for home run after home run. There's a near steal. Campbell's got that one. And she knocks it out of bounds off of Jordan Rook to keep it with St. Elizabeth's. Julie Kaleja back in. Rook's going to take a rest. So it looks like John Kaleja is trying to get his starters rotated out.
Yeah, and he can do that because Rannigan's come in and she's played solid minutes for them right now.
Aaron Rannigan, no points, but she doesn't need to score. They got plenty of scoring on that team. Another near steal. Mayo for 3. Count it for Nia Mayo.
Let's see if that gets her going, Mike. That was a nice shot. NBN, nothing but nylon.
9 points for Mayo. We have 1:50 to go. Quarter number 2. You see the score right there on your screen, 30-22. Conrad. The Red Wolves played very well tonight. Inside to Whittlesey. That's going to be too easy for Janila Whittlesey.
Good find by Alyssa Fayetteville. She throws it up there, and that's too easy.
Well, when you're 6'4",
Yep.
and you're being guarded by somebody who's 5'8", it's going to be tough. Not too many teams have the height to match up with Janila Whittlesey.
And that's an advantage for Conrad.
This time it's Nia Pulliam, baseline 3, won't go. Picked up by Campbell.
Good offensive rebound by Campbell.
Henry nearly loses it. She's going to set up, gets it over to Mayo, almost throws it out of bounds. Mayo goes 1-on-2. Here's Pulliam, dishes to Ardavia Lee.
Nice play by St. Elizabeth there, Mike.
They worked the ball to everybody on that play.
Everyone touched the ball. That's a good possession.
That's the lead to 8, and if they can maybe knock another point or 2 off of this lead, that's a pretty good ending to the second quarter for them. 48 seconds to go. Here's Stephanie Kaleja. And And she's going to kill some time. Well, Julie thought about the 25-footer, but instead she takes the 2-footer, gets it to go. Julie Kaleja.
That's what being a junior experience. She knows that she could take it inside and get the easy 2.
We've seen her take that long 3-pointer, but she didn't need to. Nia pulling from the foul line. And nobody there for the rebound.
Brannigan.
Here comes Conrad. But nobody for St. Easy.
Yes, Brannigan with a good job on the defensive board again.
So now we have 10 seconds left.
Yeah, they can play last shot.
Well,
Go on.
We thought they would. Back to Kaleja. Drives baseline. Gets it to Whittlesey for the 8-footer. Count it. And that's going to do it for the first half. 36 points for Conrad in that half because they shot very well, rebounded very well, and played defense very well. They lead 36-24. We're going to take a break here for halftime. We're back with halftime and second half action. You're watching 302 Sports.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create. Ian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today.
As a military wife, I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you to lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
As a military...
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary...
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com. The Hadley Group is your local real estate.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship.
In life, at every stage, we are here for you, for all of life's big moments, and everything in between. After all, that's what families are for. We promise to make a positive difference in your financial life and go beyond the norm. Be a part of the Dover Federal family.
Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
We're back at Conrad Schools of Science. The Red Wolves lead this one 36-24. Leading scorers in the first half. Julie Kaleja leads everybody. She has 14 points, 8 for Stephanie Kaleja and 7 for each for Fayetteville and Whittlesey. That's all the scoring for Conrad. Excuse me as I get all choked up. 22-14, that'll be 36. For St. Elizabeth, Pernay Mayo has 9 points, 5 for McCarran, 6 for Henry on a pair of three-pointers, 2 each for Ashley Campbell and Ardavia Lee. And Jason, St. Elizabeth they have to get some rebounds, and they got to take better care of the basketball.
Yeah, they definitely have to hit the defensive glass, Mike. Right now, Conrad getting too many offensive opportunities on missed shots and doing a good job of scoring on their second chance points. Offensively, when they were not turning the ball over, they were hitting a lot of their shots, St. E's, so they can definitely get back in it. I like to see them clean up a little bit on the offensive end. I thought just too many turnovers. But credit that to Conrad's defense. Fayetteville and Rannigan do a good job of getting active, and then you got Julie and Stephanie and Nye with the blocks, and that's a great defense.
Score from downstate tonight, Cape Henlopen. Halftime, this is a girl score, 41-22 over St. George's. If you haven't seen St. George's this year, that's a legit team, and that's a 19-point lead for Cape. We're going to see Cape next Friday on 302 Sports in the Henlopen Conference Championship against Woodbridge. We'll talk about Woodbridge for a second. That should be a heck of a game, but how about Cape Henlopen just laying the wood to St. George's right now?
What an excellent season for Cape Henlopen. Well, only 3 losses right now, Mike.
They win tonight. It's win number 16,
Yep,
I believe.
They'll be 16-3 with just 1 game remaining next week. So, again, a fantastic year for this lady. Again, another Lady Vikings team. This time it's Cape Henlopen.
And we mentioned Woodbridge. They beat Sussex Tech Wednesday, I believe.
Last night. 44-34.
And they are 19. And the Blue Raiders, they just keep rolling. That's a good Sussex Tech team that they beat last night.
They got some good wins, so I don't want to hear that Woodbridge hasn't played anybody.
So congratulations to the Blue Raiders. They're going to play in Cape next Friday night, and I can't wait for that game.
That's going to be
awesome.
fun. I can't wait to go down there, Mike.
Worth a trip to Dover.
You can catch it live.
Yes, you can.
On 302.
We'll be doing the game, and there's a miss by Whittlesey and a defensive rebound for St. E's. But all of the pass inside, tied up. Rook ties up Campbell. That jump ball is going to stay with the Vikings, but they're going to lose the possession now. They're going to lose the possession arrow. They can keep the ball here.
Correct.
But great defense again by Jordan Rook. A full house here at Conrad tonight. This is great. Henry from the corner off the top of the backboard and is picked up by Janila Whittlesey. Away comes Stephanie Kaleja. The starters back in for Conrad as we expected they would be. It looks like all 5 starters in for St. Elizabeth. Fayetteville finds Julie Kaleja cutting to the rim. Contact but no foul. Mayo's got it and she's off to the races. Behind the back pass to Nia Pulliam.
Wow.
Top play candidate right there.
That's an unbelievable pass, Mike. And that's one thing Mayo has been great this year is those passing. Unbelievable there.
Fortunate. It only counts for 2 points, but wow, what a play.
But that can get your team energized.
Gets me energized.
Yes.
I'm just watching the game. Here's Julie Kaleja. Spin move on Mayo. Puts up a 14-footer. She's got it. They're letting the bumps go here early in the third, which is
I like that.
Okay
I like that. Consistency. It's all about consistency, Mike.
I'm okay with that. Here's Julie McCarron. Bank shot counted for Julie McCarron. She's got 7.
Yeah, that's good. Nice drive, and like you said, right off the glass, that's the way you draw it up.
So this is Julie Kaleja and Julie McCarron. I thought I'd get the Kaleja sisters mixed up, not the Julies. Stephanie has her path cut off by Ariana Henry. Oh, Fayetteville fakes her way in. She loses her balance, though, and the shot goes offside the backboard. Whittlesey's got the ball now off to Stephanie Kaleja. And as you mentioned, Conrad picked up another loose ball there. Scoop shot won't go. Saved in by Stephanie Kaleja, but right to Julie McCarron. And that pass stolen. And off to the races goes Conrad. 15-footer. Stephanie Kaleja banks it in. She's in double figures now with 10.
All set up by the defense on the other end. Great steal by Fayetteville. She deflected the pass, and Conrad goes away and converts another basket.
So the Vikings, they need to get some stops here. Can't trade buckets. And there's another turnover.
Yeah, turnovers are just hurting them right now.
Can't leave Julie Kaleja open, and we have a timeout. St. Elizabeth, she's got 4 points in the quarter, up to 18 in the game. That's a timeout for St. E's. It's going to be a 60-second timeout.
Well-needed timeout for St. E's, Mike. And like you said, they can't match Conrad score for score, so they need the defensive stops. But on offense, last 2 trips, 2 turnovers. Again, active hands by the Conrad defense to force them. But as a coach, you want to see your team executing on that offensive end and not turning it over.
How about Conrad this year? Has beaten all comers, their losses, I believe, all out of state?
Yeah, to really good teams.
Riverdale Baptist, I believe they played. And
Riverdale Baptist. They played those 2 California teams. Ossining, New York, who I believe Last time no, they lost to them.
They lost to Ossining. They beat Narbonne, and they lost to Redondo Union.
Ossining, it was 28-2 last time I checked, Mike.
Yeah, they were. I'll tell you what about Ossining. That was a fun team to watch.
Yeah. So if you look, Conrad's got all these bonus points for those games that they've lost. Same thing with St. E's. You know, St. E's has a little lead right now for that top spot over Conrad, but a win here tonight for Conrad, that gets them right back in that conversation to see if they can take away that top seed from St. E's come tournament time.
I talked to Coach Dan Cooney before the game, and he thinks St. E's has a chance even with a loss tonight, but it's going to be interesting. I don't have all the records on me, but it's going to be close.
They have a big lead right now in points.
It's going to be close, but
Conrad has a chance to pick up 8 points in their last 2 games.
Mayo out to Henry, and that's nothing but nylon. Third three-pointer of the night for Ariana Henry. Nice shot.
That was a big thing, and nicely done right after the timeout.
Assist for Mayo on that one. She was trapped by 3 Conrad defenders. Pernaya has the vision. She finds Henry in the corner. That makes it 42-31. Julie Kaleja drives in, kicks back to Whittlesey. They're playing a little back and forth here. Good defense there by Ashley Campbell. Forces Julie out. Look at inside for Whittlesey. Stolen by Mayo. I don't know about that pass. Here comes Mayo. Back to the corner for Henry. Count it!
That's her spot right now, Mike. Wow, just like that, they're right back in this game.
She loves the baseline. 42-34. Ill-advised pass there by Conrad. You know, she'll tell you that. She knows. And we're still friends. And we have a timeout for Conrad. We'll see if it's going to be a 30 or a 60 here. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout for Coach John Kaleja, so we're going to keep it right here. How about Ariane Henry? She had 2 in the first quarter, and she has 2 here in the third. She's got 12 points now, and I believe she's now the scoring leader for St. Elizabeth's. They trail 42-34, 4:13 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, they were down, found themselves down 14 points, Mike. And a couple 3-pointers later, you know, you're back into that 8-point range, and now, you know, 4 minutes left here in the third quarter, so they're in a good spot.
And we got a chance while the team's coming back out. Let's thank the folks here at Conrad Schools of Science. They always roll out the welcome wagon for us. We got a great spot courtside here at Conrad. We love Conrad.
Yes.
We love coming to games here, even when we're not streaming. But just thank you very much to the Conrad folks. They always make us feel so welcome. And here is Janila Whittlesey, another friend of 302 Sports, with the hook shot.
Yeah, nicely done. And there's a steal on the inbounds, Mike. Julie Kaleja.
She makes the spin move, kind of deflected there by Pulliam. Nice block. 10-point lead. Ashley Campbell all alone. She scores.
Great pass by Mayo. Saw Campbell streaking down the sideline.
This is not a game for slow people like myself. They're going back and forth. Zoop, 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 zoop. Here's Fayetteville in among the trees. Alyssa Fayetteville.
Oh, wow. So like you said, Mike, she went within the trees and just lays it in. Nicely done by her.
That 10-point lead for the Red Wolves. Wow. We love Fayetteville. That kid is not afraid of anything.
No.
She plays great defense. And tonight she's got 9 points. Of course, she was the hero of the state championship game last year.
Offensive rebound again with Caraville's big body. She's in there crashing the offensive boards.
That's Rory Siskowski gets it to Henry. Henry's being guarded by Fayetteville. And Nia Pulliam's going to slow it down here. Into the corner. Campbell drives baseline. Can't get by 2 defenders. A long distance shot. Mayo's for 3.
Both teams are shooting lights out in this one, Mike.
So if long distance is your type of phone call, this is a great place for you. Here's another, speaking of long distance, how about that one from Julie Kaleja? Her third triple of the night.
How can you not be a fan of this game here tonight, man? But all the players are stepping up big time in this one.
They'd cut the lead to 7. It's back to 10. The Fayetteville goes for the steal. Henry, blocked by Stephanie Kaleja. Fayetteville's got it back to Stephanie, and she's all alone.
That's turning offense and defense into offense there. Great job by Conrad.
Nice quick hands there by Stephanie. She's rewarded with the points. There's another turnover, and Stephanie Kaleja again, one-on-one with Mayo, kicks it out to Julie for 3. Count it.
NBN, nothing but nylon.
And all of a sudden, that 7-point lead is now 15.
Wow. I'll tell you what a fun quarter this is, Mike. We played 6 minutes. I don't want to jinx anything, but no team fouls for either team here. This is basketball at a high level, and it's fun to be here tonight.
There's some great stuff going on. How about this for Julie Kolesia? 10 points in the quarter. I believe she's at 24 now for the game. Stephanie Kolesia, 4 points in the quarter. She's now at 12 for the game.
I'll tell you what, we're going to have a tough time picking out the high five hospitalities player of the game here tonight because, man, I'll tell you what, a lot of the big-time players are stepping up, but also some great play by other, Elizabeth Mayville, like you said, 9 points. On St. E's side, Pulliam's been playing nicely. Henry's hitting those 3 balls. So this has been a great game all the way around. Conrad, Mike, like you said, St. E's cut it to 7, and then Conrad quickly takes it back up to 15. So,
well, I hope this is a preview of a state tournament game because what a fun night this has been. Maybe not for St. E's, but this game is a lot of fun. Mayo for 2. Atwood hits the rim, and Fayetteville, as usual, is in the right spot. And she's going to bring it down. 1:40 to go, quarter number 3. 54-39 Conrad. Jason, seems like 30 seconds ago it was 46-39. Until Julie Kolesia nailed a 3-pointer. Fayetteville called for the walk. That's not going to count.
Now, good move by her. She got inside. Unfortunately, walked it with it.
We'll see if the Vikings can cut a few points off the deficit before we go to the fourth quarter. It is not over. Julie McCarron, guarded by Jordan Rook, spins around her and tries to get around her. Shot off the glass won't go. McCarron slow to get up. She looks like she's okay. And Rook goes the other way. Stephanie Kolesia from a dangerous spot. Hits the rim, knocked out of bounds by Whittlesey, I believe, and it'll go back to St. Elizabeth. So it looks like Julie McCarron's okay. She's going to bring the ball in here. She was bumped on her way up, but Jason, they've let them play in this quarter.
Yeah, and it was like you said,
no team fouls yet.
Consistency, I'm happy with that as coach. You're not going to call one way as long as you don't call it on me.
Oh, Mayo may have gotten away with it, and then she throws the ball away. They seem to have lost their sync a little bit. Look over in the corner, the St. Elizabeth Brain Trust. Joe Papilli, Marvin Dooley on hand.
Wow, it tells you how big this game. They come out on the road and support their team.
Fayetteville has an opening. She's going to take a 3. Oh, my goodness. Alyssa Fayetteville, 3 more.
I'll tell you what, this Conrad offense is clicking on all cylinders tonight, Mike. 57 points.
She had no room and still hit it.
And there again, look at that hustle by Rook.
Almost lost into the corner to Henry. Puts it up quickly. It's short. And here comes Fayetteville all alone. Scores again. 7 points in the quarter for Fayetteville. All of a sudden leads 20.
I'll tell you what, this Conrad team, they're flying all over on the defensive end and offensive end in this one.
It's a 13-point run for the Red Wolves, 7 seconds, 6. McCarron on Rook, looking for an opening, can't get it. Henry's going to have to put it up, not going to get a shot off. And that's going to count if it goes off the side of the rim, no good. And big closing 2 minutes for that quarter for Conrad. They lead 59-39. We're back with the fourth quarter right after this on 302 Sports.
Resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com. The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora...
Well, I needed that 30 seconds there to catch my breath, Jason. This is, we mentioned in the last 2.5, 3 minutes of that quarter, Conrad scored 13 points. They are just lighting it up there at the end of that quarter. 3 pointers by Fayetteville and 2 for Julie Kolesia on the other side. A 3-pointer for Mayo and 2 for Ariana Henry.
And Mike, we went through a whole quarter with no team fouls on either team. So that was run and gun.
So we are underway in quarter number 4. Jordan Rook close enough that we could have reached out and touched someone, but her inbound pass is errant. Stolen by Whittlesey. Inside. Stephanie's got it from Julie. Count it.
This has been a great performance by the Conrad Werewolves.
You see the sisters teaming up there. And it's a 21-point lead. This got out of hand in a hurry, but St. E's, a couple shots here. Maybe they can get back into it. Nia Pulliam, shots deflected.
This Conrad defense has been great tonight, Mike.
Siskowski gets it back to Pulliam. They're going to go to Campbell on the baseline. Count it, Ashley Campbell. That's a triple.
Like you said, if they can hit some couple shots and maybe get a run going. But they're going to need some stops on the defensive end.
St. Elizabeth has won 12 games in a row. They haven't lost since the Diamond State Classic.
Yeah, they also haven't lost to an in-state team. So both these teams undefeated in state.
How about Jordan Rook finally on the board? And when we get a break, Jason, we're going to talk about St. E's schedule the last 2.5 weeks because it's been unbelievable. How about Mayo takes the dish from McCarron? Count it. Benaya Mayo, 2 more points there. Nice pass from Julie McCarron on the assist. Fayetteville in the corner. She's got time and space. The shot this time will go, but Whittlesey, her uses that height, picks down the rebound. Here is Stephanie Kaleja. Almost loses it. I
wouldn't surprise me if John saw as soon as he grabbed it, get timeout, get their footing back.
60-second timeout. We're going to keep it here.
And why don't we talk about that St. E's schedule,
Mike?
I'm
going to try to bring it up here. But we know it's been a brutal schedule.
Well, I'm not trying to get the exact dates. I'll let you look it up. But in this stretch, they've had Howard, Hodson, Archmere, Conrad, Ursuline a couple times. So it's been a
Hodgson.
That's what I said. Hodgson and Howard to start. Not in that order, but those are some of the teams they played.
Jason, the last loss was December 29th.
Oh, and I forgot St.
Neshaminy. We were there.
Yep, and I forgot St. Thomas More in that stretch.
Neshaminy, this has been their schedule. Ursuline, I know Ursuline's having a down year, but it's still Ursuline. Sussex Central, Padua, St. Mark's. Since then, Ursuline again, Howard, Cape Henlopen, Caravel, the game we did on 302, St. Thomas More, Ursuline again, Hodgson, Archmere, and tonight against Conrad. They finished up home against St. Mark's on Sunday. It's going to be senior day. And then they're on the road Tuesday at Padua, finishing up the regular season. They are currently 15-2. And this has been a great season for St. E's. We were wondering, losing some players last year, how that would hurt them. And it really hasn't hurt them at all.
No, I think they've been better this year.
They seem more cohesive.
Right. And like you said, against that schedule, for them to pile up as many wins as they had, a lot of 4-point wins in there. And that's why you're going to see them as your top seed, Mike.
Here's Rook. Bumps off Campbell and gets it to go. How about that? 65-44.
Conrad might put up 80 tonight.
You know they're capable. Mayo, the short jumper off the front of the rim. Stephanie Kaleja picks it up. She's looking to her right. Gets it to Fayetteville. Back out to Julie. Long three. Side of the rim.
That's a real miss for her tonight.
Mayo out to Rory Siskowski. She was alone. Jordan Rook came in, played some D, deflected the shot. Fayetteville gets a rebound. She's fouled.
Mike, that ends 10 minutes of no fouls from either team.
Fouls on Campbell, by the way.
That's the first foul in the second half, and it comes with 6:06 left here in the fourth quarter.
Conrad winners. The only loss since the Diamond State, by the way. I'm sorry, they lost to Upper Dublin at a showcase event in Philadelphia. But we're going to get you some of the teams they've played in the meantime. Their only loss since then, Riverdale Baptist, who is one of the best teams in Maryland.
They're best teams in Maryland are ranked 5th overall in the country.
With a couple of players that we recognize.
Yeah.
Yanni Henley from formerly of Ursuline, and Kayla Barnes, formerly of St. Thomas More, now playing for Riverdale Baptist. Inside to Whittlesey, off the glass, she's got it. 2 more for Janila Whittlesey. So Jason, they have played Caravel, Archmere, where do you get these as they're going here? Ursuline twice. Ursuline, sorry, the first time I was postponed. Runner by Mayo won't go. Whittlesey gets it, she's tied up by Mayo, and it's going to be a jump ball. It's going to stay with the Vikings. They play St. Elizabeth, they play St. Thomas More. It's their final game of the regular season. That is on Tuesday at 5 p.m. right here, and that is they're 13-5 currently. So they need to win 2 more games, and all their opponents get 2 bonus points because they will be 14-5 if they win tonight, if they hang on to this 23-point lead. McCarron from 17 feet off the side of the rim, lost out of bounds off of Ashley Campbell. They're going to be overruled here, it looks like. I thought it was off of Whittlesey.
I did too, and
But the
good
referees
job.
getting together, they do
Good job. That's great officiating,
change
Mike.
the call. Coach Kaleja says, hey, we're okay. Now, if it was a 2-point game, it might be a different story.
Yeah, but I'm sure John's all about getting the call right.
This is Mayo. Takes it inside. Goes around two Kalejas. Can't get the left hand to go. Stephanie got it, and away she goes. Down the middle, kicks it into the corner. That's a three-pointer for Rook. All of a sudden, Jordan Rook's got 7 in this quarter. They're up to 70 points now.
Yeah.
4:40 to go. Conrad just clicking.
Yeah, and this, Mike, if they're clicking like this come state tournament time, and
how about a nice pass there from McCarron to
they're going to be a tough team to beat.
They are. And we've seen Sanford. That's a good team.
Sanford's a good team. Caravel's a good team. We haven't seen.
They play St. E's again. You never know what'll happen.
You got Cape Henlopen.
Yes, Woodbridge.
Woodbridge. We're not leaving anybody out. There's a lot of good teams this year up and down the state of Delaware.
It's going to see some new teams in the tournament this year, which is going to be good to see some new blood making it into the tournament. We'll find out next Friday on 302 Sports. Catch the bracket reveal. Coach Cooney's going to empty the bench here in a second. And there's the whistle. I believe it fouls on Mayo. That was just her first of the game, second team foul.
Yes.
And I see Keely Siskowski, Farrah White, Ariana Henry, Sione Cannon, and Ardavia Lee.
It's a whole boatload of Vikings, Mike.
So he changed all 5 of them out. We'll see if how long Coach Kaleja goes with his starters here. They lead 70-46. Inbound to Stephanie, gets around. Can't get around Henry. Pass stolen by Farrah White, but Julie Kaleja gets it back. Farrah White, by the way, 8th grade.
Yes.
And that's a 2-point shot for Stephanie Kaleja. As some of the fans are heading toward the exits. Farrah White getting a head start on her varsity career just in 8th grade. Not getting a ton of minutes this year, but she's played quite a bit.
I was going to say, a couple games I've been at, I've seen her play, and she's played really well.
Ardavia Lee gets that loose ball. Henry puts up a quick 3. Count it! Missed 3-pointers. Got another one.
Yeah. She's just a dangerous shooter.
5 3-pointers tonight for Ariana Henry. And I don't think any of them have touched the rim.
No, they've all been NBN, nothing but nylons. I mean, they've been a great shots.
Stephanie Kaleja goes around Henry. Puts up a reverse. Wow. Top play candidate there.
Right. Oh, my God. There's been a lot of them in this game.
She tried that to open the game. Didn't get to go, but she had it in her back pocket. You know it was coming back. Ardavia Lee pass nearly intercepted by Fayetteville. Morgan McGovern and Aaron Rannigan are coming in for Conrad. And out goes Janata Whittlesey and Julie Kaleja. Julie's not scored in the 4th quarter. I wonder what's wrong with her.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, Julie, I'm disappointed. All right, inside to Keely Siskowski. Count it. So Keely gets on the board. And Rook has it into Fayetteville. 2:27. Fayetteville runner too hard, but how about that? Morgan McGovern gets in, and you think the coach didn't notice that? She picked up the offensive rebound. Here's Rannigan.
They've been grabbing offensive rebounds all night.
She thought about it, and there it goes. Aaron Rannigan with a long 3.
She shot that from St. Elizabeth.
Holy cow. Everybody in this team can shoot. Head coach Dennis Lazier is going to put one up next. Farrah White goes left side. Crosses back to Keely Siskowski. Thinks about driving in, but gets it to Henry. Good defense out there by Fayetteville.
12 on 12.
Rook pokes it away from Cannon, and it's going to be Conrad basketball. 1:42 left on the clock. And here comes Jordan Rook. 7 points in the quarter for Jordan.
Yeah, we said that Julie's got a lot in both, but they've got some balanced scoring tonight.
Aaron Rannigan just pulling up for 25 feet. Now I got the referee right in my way. I didn't see what happened. But it's going to stay with Conrad. We managed to avoid that most of the night. 1:19 to go. It's a 26-point lead for the Red Wolves. And here's Rook out to Fayetteville. Does not put it up. McGovern into the corner. Gets around White. Back to Rook. She'll put up a three. Off the side of the rim. Farrah White with the rebound. The shortest player out there. And she's zipping up. Gets it to Keely Siskowski. Count it.
Nice to save for St. Elizabeth.
I tell you what, that's a bright future right there.
Yes.
That Farrah White's got some ability. Rory Siskowski, just a freshman on that team, so there's some talent there. And not one of the seniors, not one of the starters is a senior for St. E's. Or for Conrad. No, Jordan Rook.
Rook.
Jordan Rook is a senior. So 9 out of the 10 starters tonight will be back next year, but we have a couple weeks left in this year yet. 30 seconds to go, and Conrad's going to win this one comfortably, but took a 13-0 run in the third quarter to really put this one away. As St. E's had cut it to 7 points on a three-pointer, and Conrad just went nuts after that. Almost stolen by the Vikings. 14-13. Blocked by Ardavia Lee. Loose ball. There's a whistle. It's going to stay with the Red Wolves. 8.8 seconds to go. Conrad is going to improve to 14-5 and a win against St. Thomas More Tuesday. Gets all their opponents double bonus points. McGovern gets it back to Rook. He's going to lay it in, and that should just about do it. Jordan Rook, 9 points in the fourth quarter after going scoreless the rest of the game. Jason?
Great performance by Conrad. They come out and show why they're the number one team here tonight, putting up 79 points against a great St. Elizabeth team.
So our high five, hospitality player of the game. Well, it's so hard to pick one. We're going with the captain, Julie Kaleja.
Yeah, outstanding night. She got it all started early in the first quarter, did it all, and then in that third quarter she got hot, and that's a great job by her. She gets in there and gets the points, and that's a big win for Conrad tonight. And Mike, that's going to be a 4-point win because St. Elizabeth, I believe, already has 15 wins.
They do. They are guaranteed double points, and we're going to try to get Julie over here.
Hey, great job by her tonight, and a great job by this Conrad team, and that's a good win. So, all in all, we're going to try and get our high five hospitality player of the game.
Here she is. We know this young lady very well. All righty. Hey, Julie, back up just a couple steps, and then right up here, right up there.
Okay.
All right. Julie, let me introduce myself. Now, we know Julie very well. Julie, this is a great win for you guys. They cut it to 46-39 with a three-pointer. I think you went down and hit the next one like within 2 or 3 seconds. Started a 13-0 run. You know this team well. It looked easy. I'm sure it wasn't easy for you guys out there.
Mm-hmm.
Just talking about the St. E's and that big run there in the third quarter.
So we kind of had to shut their momentum down. I know, like you said, that they started to score a couple points. It was 44-39, right?
46-39.
46-39.
Yeah.
So they cut it to a shorter lead. So we really needed to cut their momentum and start ours. We just had to quit the turnovers. I know I made like a couple of the bad passes, but we really had to shut those out and really finish at the basket.
We didn't notice any of your bad passes here, Jules. So you guys got some big contributions. You and your sister teamed up on a couple baskets there. You got some great defensive play. Talk about the defense from Fayetteville, the whole team, but Fayetteville and Nye inside. You guys really held them to one shot a lot of times. They were able to get a lot of offensive rebounds. How did you do that kind of stuff?
So we had Nye dominating the board. She did a really good job. So did Steph. Alyssa really shut down some of their key players, closing out, not letting them. We're trying to not let them shoot their threes, really. So.
All right. So Tuesday, you guys closed out the regular season right here against St. Thomas More, and that's a tough team that not a lot of people upstate know about.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about St. Thomas More, and what do you guys try to do Tuesday to get ready for the postseason?
That's our senior night too. Last game.
The two seniors, right?
Yeah, two seniors, Rook and McGovern.
Right.
But we're really gonna play our game, and we're gonna keep working on that and get ready for playoffs. So that's our big plan.
Julie, next Friday you can tune into the Reveal Show on 302 Sports. I know you'll be watching, right? So.
Yep, definitely.
Julie, I didn't total up your points. 24 points for Julie Kaleja. Outstanding performance tonight for the Red Wolves. one of our favorite players at 302 Sports. We love coming here to Conrad. We love talking to the Red Wolves. And that's going to about wrap it up. Julie, congratulations. I'm sure we will see you in the playoffs somewhere.
Thank you.
And that's going to do it tonight from Conrad High School for Alex and Nick, Jason Winchell, Mike Lang, and Julie Kaleji, who's an honorary member of our crew. Thanks for joining us. The final score, I lost track of it again. They took it off the board pretty quick, but I got it here somewhere. It's 79-53, big win for Conrad. Be sure to tune in for all of our stuff. Find us on social media. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you. Conrad wants to thank 302 Sports.
Oh, thanks, Jules.
Thank you.
All righty.